Hey guys, this video is to show the difference in size between 1/10 scale, 1/8 scale, and 1/5 scale. I had a kid come down to the park today. His name is Scott, and he was checking out the Rustler VXL. We had that sitting on the ground. I drove it a couple of times, and he was asking a ton of questions. And I know when I was that age, I couldn't afford something like that. And I think this kid might be in the same boat. And I asked him, I said, have you ever driven an RC car before? And he said, yeah, I have, but not one like that. And so I gave him the transmitter, and he did good. He came over and went to hand it back to me, and he only did a few laps. I was like, no, go ahead, have fun. I'll come and get it when I'm ready. So he ripped around. He came in. He bashed into a couple things, but he didn't break anything. So we threw another battery pack in it, and he drove until we were all just about ready to leave. But Scott, this is the difference. This is the 1/10 scale that we talked about. That's the one you drove today, the 1/10 scale Rustler VXL 4x4. And then this is the Traxxas Sledge. It's 1/8 scale 4x4, and it's a truggy. So that means it's part truck, part buggy, truggy. You can see the bottom of the chassis sits really low to the ground. And so it's got a lower center of gravity, which means it's going to handle better in the turns. It's going to be able to go faster entering and exiting turns. And then you got the 1/5 scale Traxxas X-Maxx. You can see it's got a lot more ground clearance, and the roof is also sitting a lot higher off the ground. So it's got a higher center of gravity. And I guess you could kind of consider it like, say like a pickup truck going around a real fast corner, like getting off the highway on an exit ramp, and the truck's going really fast around that corner. It could tip over. But if you had that same, like a four-door, say BMW or Honda or whatever, it's going to be able to handle that same corner at the same or higher speed without the chance of it tipping over, because it's so tall and top heavy. So that's kind of the difference between a monster truck and a truggy. Is one's lower and lower center of gravity, more stable. The monster truck's got a higher center of gravity, less stable. But they're both a lot of fun. And when I see the videos comparing an X-Maxx to Creighton 8S or X-Maxx versus an XRT, it's really not a good comparison. It should just be like X-Maxx and Creighton go toe to toe in an all-out bash session or something like that. But to compare X-Maxx versus, it's just ridiculous. So anyways, Scott, 1/10 scale, 1/8 scale, 1/5 scale, whichever one blows your hair back. I know you were saying you and your dad were thinking about getting something. The X-Maxx is about $1,000 before you even throw batteries and a charger into the mix. And you could probably get 2 of these with batteries for less than it would cost for one X-Maxx. But if I was your age and my dad was giving me options, I know I would walk right over and put my hand on the box that said X-Maxx on the side of it. But you decide. Whatever you get will always be down there, and you keep driving as good as you drove today, and I have no problem handing you the transmitter to drive either one of these. All right, buddy? We'll see you next time.